Hey Marcus, I'm going to show you my aquaponics lab. We've got two tanks. There's one, and here's another. And what you're looking at are tomato plants. The tomato plants are growing in these beds. I'll point them out with my pointer. This is a bed that's full of pebbles. They look like big Cocoa Puffs. And then these tomato plants are growing, and what happens is there's a pump. There's a pump in this tank that pumps the water up from down here, pumps the water up, and it runs into this top bed up here. You maybe will see the water running in right there, but it's also running in and filling up this bed over on this side. So these beds fill up with water. You can see the water level right here. You can probably make it out. The water level goes up. It reaches a certain point, it drains down, and it drains into the tank below. Now, why do we do that? The reason we do that is because I have fish in this tank over here. And the fish are making fertilizer that the pump pumps to the plants and feeds the plants. Now the tomato plants, they grow and they grow and they grow, and then they create little flowers. You can see these little flowers right here. And the little flowers, once they're pollinated, which means I rub them, and usually a bee does it, but I rub them, and then the next thing you know is you have tomatoes. Can you see these little tomatoes here? There's some tomatoes right there. There's some more tomatoes right here, if you can see them. And over here, there's quite a few tomatoes over here, if you can see there. I'll lift this little branch up. See all these little tomatoes? There you go. And there's more tomatoes in the back. And all these tomatoes are growing, and these plants are growing using the fertilizer made by the fish. And of course, since this is in a room and not outside with the sunlight, we have to have these lights. You can see I've got a light here, and I have another light over here, and they're producing light that's similar to the sun. Now I wanted to tell you about the fish, because what we do is I feed the fish, and the fish eat the food, and then they poop, and the poop turns into food for the tomato plants. Now you want to see the fish, because when they started out, the fish were tiny little things like that. But now when you look at the fish, when I lift this up, you'll see the fish ready to eat. You'll see them coming up. See them? And watch this. I put some food in there. They're gonna go crazy. Those fish are getting bigger every day. I feed them more and more food, and they make more and more poop, which makes more and more fertilizer for the plants. Now it sounds like this tank over here filled up, and now it's starting to drain back down into the bottom part. Now, Marcus, if you want to know why Grandpa's doing this, is because I'm going to take these tomatoes and I'm going to put them in my belly. And when those fish get big, they're going in my belly too. Anyway, I'll give you an update later on. If you have any questions, Marcus, you just let me know. This is Grandpa's Tilapia and Tomato Farm signing off.